All right, guys. So you gonna show us a play, like a good play with the deck?
I can show you some neat things, I guess.
All right, just I guess just shuffle a deck and then just draw 5 and fuck me up, fam.
Fuck.
All right, let's go. Let's do this thing. Let's just show us your 5 cards.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good card. Usually, if you open that, do you win? Usually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's broken.
All right. So this is pretty insane. So.
Of course.
All right.
All right, so yeah, we got that going for us. So what are we getting here? What are we sending? We're sending Lazuli and
we're getting Lazuli and Damage Juggler,
okay.
So we can get more pluses, just so we can get free cards that we don't need to normal summon.
Okay. So at this point in time, what do we do?
See, you play E-Telly just so you can get your plays going, since you don't technically have a tuner, but E-Telly becomes a tuner.
Okay.
So you can get. See, this is where you actually have to think, and it's really annoying because I don't like thinking that much.
Yeah, you played this deck.
It's fun. So. Recover. Just so we can get a draw. So Seraph Knight extra normal.
Okay.
And then you can special this. Go into Excel here. Just so we can get another tuner.
Into the grave, right?
Right.
So we're getting the
Jet Synchron.
Jet Synchron.
So we can get another level 1 tuner. Since we already have the level leader, we can just start looping formulas and librarians and just draw more cards so we can make the hands way better. So we will lower this here, and so we can make the librarian.
Okay. So now we have librarian, and we haven't even normal summoned yet.
Right. We only use the Seraph Knight to normal.
Okay.
So we can still do a lot of things. So now we can discard the Brilliant Fusion for Jet Synchron.
Okay.
Lower the Gym Knights.
So the Gym Knight's level 4 now.
Right. I'll actually get dice to show.
Okay.
And I'll show how many cards we've looped with a separate dice. So this is level 4. SYNCHRO. Since Jet Synchron gets banished. Draw 2.
Draw 2, yeah.
Upstart Goblin. So we can just get more cards. Here we can go E-Telly into Franken.
To the last target, yeah. That's in the deck still.
Into Franken, which you can pay 500 to choose if you want to keep this, which you will, since we're trying not to give them another turn.
Of course.
The only way that I don't really keep with Frankendarp is if you draw a Brilliant Fusion.
Okay.
And then we can lower the Librarian to special summon level leader again.
Okay.
SYNCHRO into Tatsunoko.
Okay, so you draw another.
Get another draw. Power Giant.
So notice you had 1 card in hand.
Right.
And now you have 4 after special summon 3 times.
Right. With Level Eater and Formula also, it's just another free draw if you have Hyper Librarian, since you can just special summon the Level Eater and get a Tatsunoko.
Okay.
And like it makes it really good because this can synchro from hand, so you don't have to like clear your board or anything.
Okay.
Next, we can make our first Omega.
Okay,
And
so now you sent the Synchro Fusionist to the grave as
from
well.
hand that we drew. So now
You draw.
Now, this is where a lot of people get mixed up. People forget that Librarian's a mandatory. So this would be Chainlink 1 and Fusionist 2. So like you don't draw the instant fusion you're going to search or the refusion. It also makes it so people can't ghost ogre it.
Oh, okay.
Like the only way they can ghost ogre is if you go like into like a Tatsunoko or Omega and then just draw without like anything triggering.
Okay, alright.
Which is nice. So now we can search the other fusion we don't have, the instant fusion. And now you can kind of see like how nutty this deck can be.
Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this over here so we can count how many times it's on somebody's hand.
Right, so this is the grave we have to work with.
Yeah.
Notice how we still have the recover from earlier.
Yep.
And
it's live right now.
Right, because we have 9 cards in our extra deck.
Yep.
Which almost everyone's going to be playing 15.
Of course.
So now we can go ahead and eat one of the Cyframe Omega's levels.
Okay, so he's level 7 now.
Right. And then make another formula, I believe. Yeah.
So you're gonna pay 2,000, bring it back?
We would pay 2,000. Make another formula.
Draw 2 more? Alright, awesome. And the cool thing about that is, from what I understand, it comes back as level 8?
Right,
Yeah,
it comes back
okay.
as level 8.
That's cool.
Also, like, the reason why you can level eat this is because its graveyard effect is really powerful. You can just return this and any, like, extra deck monster you need.
And just, like, extend your combos even?
Right,
Okay.
so, like, you can, that's also the main way that you can deck people out, is because you just keep recycling the Omega. So you keep having extra deck monsters and you can keep going on. Notice how we still haven't even used our normal summon yet for the turn, as we just drew the Unizombie. So we can summon the Unizombie here.
Okay.
And send a Mizuki. And then what Unizombie is going to let us do is add a level to any monster on the board. So we can just add the level to Seraph Knight.
Okay.
Next, we can go into another Omega.
So unlike Desmond, now you know you can't attack this turn, right?
Right.
Okay, just making sure you know. So now we have 2 Omegas on board.
Right, and we get another draw. And we still haven't used the instant.
We still haven't used an instant, and we still haven't even gone like Power Giant or anything else.
Right.
So
this is just with stuff that we've like had already.
Yeah.
So now we can go eat
We're gonna
another level.
Eat
of
these.
this.
Okay.
And now this is where a lot of people will probably get confused. You want to get the first card out of their hand here.
With a Trish.
You want if you can, you want to Trish early.
Okay.
You want to Trish early so you can backseat it back.
Okay.
So we have 1 card now.
Okay, we've hit 1 card.
Now we need 4 more. So
now you're gonna try to Omega 3 times and then Trish him 1 more time?
what we're trying to do now is get to Baxia.
Okay.
So we can do more stuff so we can put the Trish and fill up our field.
Okay.
So now we can, since we've already normaled, we can go level. Actually, we can probably just hit another card out of their hand now.
Okay, so we got 2 now. If I can find the 2. Alright, cool. Just put 2 there.
Okay. So now they have 3 cards, which is already just like mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Since you have so many more cards, you can so many more plays you can do. Mm-hmm. And we only have 6 cards left in our extra deck right now, already. Which I'll just put these down here, I guess, so you know what else you have to work with.
Okay.
So what we can do now is activate the instant fusion, summon the Nodin.
Okay. What's your target with that?
So what we can do here is we're trying to make Baxia as soon as possible.
And that's a what level?
Baxia is a level 8, but to get to Baxia, you have to go into Yazi first in the extra deck.
Okay.
Which is level 7. So what we need to do here is try to find a way to also utilize the cards in hand, as well make the optimal play with the cards in graveyard.
Okay.
So what we could do here is just go ahead and summon the Tatsunoko that we used from earlier, and just make the Yazi now.
Okay.
Then draw a card. Okay,
Bam.
so what I do when I draw this card, I just put this on the bottom of the deck and just draw a new card.
Because
Since
if you soul charge, you just
like
you
Soul
draw
Charge
it.
just makes like you just win.
So looking at it now, remember you had one card in hand, and after this you've got what, 6 or 7?
Right.
That's ridiculous.
And we're still not even done yet. Nowhere
Yeah.
near done. So now we can go back and use this level leader. If I can find it. Level leader here. So we can now.
I don't have any other cards in my deck. It's like this is unnecessary.
So we have Baxia, Ancient Fairy, Tatsunoko, and also aside from Omega, we also haven't used the Unizombie hand effect to discard,
Okay.
which can be very important. So what we can do here is, this is where I have to think.
So you got to think for a minute. That's probably what a lot of people don't want to do. Just think. Is that right, Jim? You don't like thinking?
Okay, so now what we can do, we can activate, no. We need a way to get to more tuners here. So we can go ahead, summon the Unizombie.
Of course. You gonna dump one to the grave? Right? Or does it do that?
We've already used that effect.
Okay.
So we could discard a card from hand though,
Okay.
and gets and raise a level up, so we can just modify our levels on board already.
Okay.
So what we can do now is synchro with these 3, since we don't need more draws right now, and make another Omega.
Okay. So we still have 2 we've hit so far.
Right.
Okay.
And now we can use this Omega
From the grave and bring it back?
from the grave and put something back in our deck that we might need.
Okay.
So we can now go. Okay. Now I'm seeing what I need to do. We can put the librarian back
Okay.
now, and we can level eat this Yazi. again.
Well, the Yazi again, so it's 6, right? Or 5.
So 5. Yes.
Okay, it's 5.
So now we can Itali the Ghost Ogre from hand.
Okay.
Ghost Ogre from hand, and synchro with the Yazi. into
Now
Baxia
forwarding to Baxia. Okay.
to return the Trishula,
Okay. To return Trish.
and then there goes the graveyard.
So much utilization with all this. This is ridiculous.
And now the Baxia can destroy the level leader to special summon Norden.
Okay.
Right. Yes. Summon Norden, and then Norden will activate, and will summon. Norden will summon. Formula, right? I believe so. Summon Formula,
Okay. I'll move this over here for you.
right? And then we can hit a third card out of our hand.
All right. So looking at 3 cards now. So they're at 2
Right.
left in their hand, and it's a turn 1.
Now we can,
Level it one more time. The Boxia, right?
right?
Okay.
And then synchro into Tatsunoko.
Tatsunoko. Okay. So that's 3.
Right. And then we can level eat this box here again.
So that's a level 4 now? Or
It's at level 6.
I don't know what I'm thinking of.
So then we can go. The only problem here is we don't have another tuner yet that we can get to. So we need to.
Can't you sync her with from the hand with Tatsunoko?
Yes, you can,
Okay.
but we don't have another tuner to get to. So we can synchro with the Doppel and Trish.
Okay, so it's 4.
And that's all you can do with this hand since we didn't draw any of our other spells. This deck can be like luck-based reliant, but we did draw the Soul Charge, so we could have technically like looped the entire hand. But if we would have drew like 1-for-1 or Foolish or even Glow Bulb or the Synchron Resonator, we could have got the entire hand. But this deck is somewhat reliant on the draws and what you draw at times. But you can usually draw about, say, 10 cards, and depending on like those 10 cards, depends on how many cards you can loop and how like consistent it is. I only looped 5 cards twice yesterday, I believe.
So even like in the fact that you're hitting, like you see here, 4 cards in somebody's hand turn 1, that's just something that nobody wants to play with.
Right, and you still have board presence too,
yeah.
which is like.
And you're gonna have your Omegas coming back.
Right. So if they can't do anything with those 3 cards, no, those 2 cards that they have, then you can
win the
just
game.
kill them. Like 4 cards is still very, very powerful
Yeah.
because it just not many decks can play with just 2 cards.
Well, this is just insane. Like, if everybody wanted to know, so I'm very glad that you kind of showed,
Right.
you know, some sort of
A little like
crazy little playthrough with the deck, you know, since everybody and their mother wants to know. So,
the deck's really fun.
yeah, it looks fun. Like, I can't even keep up. So, I mean, but it looks amazing. And the amount of attention it gets on, like, Duel Network is unreal.
Right.
But, yeah, guys, if you want to see Koty play on Duel Network, it's ARG Doomcow. A lot of people be watching him. We'll be streaming a lot more here once we get unbanned. So, and we'll be talking about like post-bosh stuff and getting people ready for Atlanta and stuff. So, if you guys like the video, definitely leave a thumbs up and whatnot.
Leave a thumbs up for Peter still banned, please.
Oh,
Thumbs up.
that's hilarious.
Thumbs up for that.
Thumbs up for Peter being banned on DN too. All right, but yeah, guys, this has been Koty and Kyle with the Card Guys. Thank you again for showing us this, and we'll see you guys probably at Atlanta. Bye.